Hi, everybody. My name is Scott Hillier, independent film director and president of the All Asian Independent Film Festival, which is what we'll be talking about today. As you might know, the All Asian is part of the ECU Film Festival group, which has ECU, the European Independent Film Festival, the All Asian Independent Film Festival in Cambodia, which we just had last week, the All African Independent Film Festival in Kigali, Rwanda, and the soon to be inaugurated the All Americas Independent Film Festival, which will be in Mexico City next year in August. But today, as mentioned, we're going to be talking to some award-winning filmmakers from the All Asian Independent Film Festival. We've got 5 filmmakers on the line today. Very excited to have them on board. It's a great thing to be included in a film festival. It's even better if you actually win an award, because when your peers recognize what you do, it's a very big thing. So as mentioned, we've got 5 independent filmmakers on the podcast today. The first one that I'd like to introduce is Alexandre Morou, who was the co-winner of the Best Animated Film for his amazingly well done animated film Munkha. Alexander is an indigenous filmmaker and director from the Russian Federation. He's made 3D animated short films. He's already been an award-winning filmmaker, and he worked as a senior designer at Disney in Russia. As a member of the indigenous community in Europe, he's personally committed to sharing local and indigenous narratives on a more global cinematic scale. So I'd like to introduce Alexander. How are you today?
Hello, thank you for having me. I'm good. I'm here from New Zealand. I'm currently in New Zealand, Auckland. I'm a director at Thunder Animation, and our studio is committed to sharing indigenous stories and represent our Sakha culture and preserve our heritage through animation.
Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit about the Sakha? Because I've traveled to Russia a lot, and I've trained a lot, but I know nothing about it at all. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so Sakha Republic is in Russia. It's far northeast of Russia, so it's like close to Arctic region, and so it's the coldest place where people live. So winter is a big thing in our republic, and like our culture. We have lots of things in our culture that base around winter, and like our stories, our short films is we tell. It's a collection about winter culture back at home.
Well, you must be loving it over there in New Zealand at the moment, where I'm imagining it's a pretty damn hot over there, coming up to summer.
Yeah, it's summer now.
So tell us a little bit about your film. I mean, again, I loved it. I thought it was very subtle and beautiful and fun. Tell us a little bit about it.
The films tell a story of a little girl that goes to her first ice fishing event called Munkha. It's a traditional ice fishing, winter ice fishing, so we explore this event through eyes of a child, and we tell our relationship with nature, our culture, and we show like our customs through this story.
Well, I loved it. I thought it was great. It was very emotive and again, there was a lot of fun and stuff like that. So congratulations for winning the Best Animated Film category. So and you're already an award-winning filmmaker, but hopefully we'll get to see more of your work as the years go by. So next, I'm going to talk to Dylan Chow, who was the winner of the Best Documentary Film for the film Zoomers. Dylan was born and raised in Myanmar and moved to the States to pursue his passion for acting. Became a member of the Screen Actors Guild in 2006 and has worked in feature films, music videos, and commercials. Dylan, tell me a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your journey up until today.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Dylan Chow. I was born and raised in Myanmar. So I finished high school in Myanmar and I moved to United States with my family. And then I studying for marketing first. And then after that, my passion is for acting. So I just doing acting since 2006. And then after that, I went to the audition for Pirate and Caribbean 3. So I play Asian pirate, very small part of the movie. And then after that, I joined Screen Actor Guild. And then I did a lot of commercial in the past. And then at the same time, I'm very interested in behind the camera. So I went back to school for cinema for over 2 years. And then I studied directing and producing. After that, I did a lot of short and music video documentary. Mostly I cover for uh Burmese community. So my community live in Los Angeles, San Francisco, and New York. So, and before that, I just did a lot of documentary about our community. So I interview a lot of outstanding people, successful people, business owners, stuff like that. I interview first. And then 2021, military coup is happening. So I gotta do something about our country. And then we protest in LA, the famous place, like a Hollywood area, like a Santa Monica area, downtown LA. So I cover so many documentary about our movement in United States. And at the same time, I have an idea that I want to do internationally awareness for what is happening in Myanmar in 2021. So I will talk to one of my script writer friends, and we start writing a story since 2021, and we finished the you know a documentary script around at the end of 2022. And then I went to Myanmar border 2023 on April. We shot it for 10 days, but it just like this kind of documentary we cannot shoot in Myanmar border. So we cannot have a permit. There are a lot of limitation because of the related to the politic, and we cannot do any documentary time Myanmar border. It's a very restricted area also. And then also I'm a US citizen as well. We're not supposed to go that area, but I have to tell this story. So I have to make it happen, and I have to make a history for our people and our country. So I am very devoted and decided to make this movie to make a winner for internationally.
It's a great film. Tell me a little bit about because you know you're quite open about the violence and the stuff like that. What has it been seen in Miramar?
Yeah, it's happened in 2021 in Myanmar. So in the story, a lot of university student they protest in a city at the same time, the army is trying to arrest them. So they all have to run away, especially on nighttime from the city. So they don't want to die. When they arrest you, they will kill you for sure. They will silence you. They will silence your whole family, or they will silence your whatever you're working with, you know. So that all the university students need to run away because they want to survive and they want to live and they want to tell a story. So they all have to run away the Thai Myanmar border to survive. So I want to tell the story about the university student. What are they doing at the Myanmar border and what are they doing for our country? So a lot of people don't know what is happening in Thai and Myanmar border. A lot of university student living out there. So I actually went to the Thai and Myanmar border, and then I interview them, and after that, I tell this story.
Wow, wow, well done. I mean, that's what I love about documentaries, is the fact that you can tell stories like that and get them to the world. It was a very powerful film, and I congratulate you for making it as good as you did, and of course for winning the award for Best Documentary. Next, we're going to go to a good friend of mine, Seng Thy, a Cambodian filmmaker. I met him there last year when we were over there doing the festival. He's a director and producer, and he made a film called Spirit House with a good friend of mine, Kema, who plays in his film. So, how are you? It's good to see you. We only saw each other the other day in Cambodia. So, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your journey up to where we are right now?
Okay, thank you, Scott. Thank you, everyone. My name is Seng Thy. Actually, my short name very short. People call me Seng. People call me T. Sometimes, yeah. So I have been graduated from Busan Asian Film School in 2022, and I come back. I work for Westek company, which is the company distribute local or international film in Cambodia. Most likely the distributor that have all international film, and then we start up with a small project called iWap, or the story since 2023, and then I got to meet my executive producer, the investor. His name Kevin. He from Singapore. He lived in Cambodia for like 7 or 8 years. So he kind of interested in this kind of culture, the story and the development in Cambodia, which is on the new different platform. They say Cambodia kind of like still in war. My root, Pol regime, something like that. And then we want to show different the development and the culture that we have. Like in Spirit, how we saw about the funeral event happening in Cambodia. We saw the nightlife, people where they went to, and how they communicate, what transportation that they do, and also the relationship between one to another, and the bi-language, like people speak English with Chinese and speak English with Khmer language, something like that. It's kind of like controversial in Cambodia when we do commercial video or stuff like that. Some people kind of like, oh, why you speak Khmer, why you speak English in this commercial work? So I come up with the idea to combine all of it together, and my friend Kevin, the executive producer, he has this treatment and kind of like good story to explore what Cambodian like in 2024. So we start off the project very early, since March this year, and we have a rough like early shooting, and finally we finish our post-production very early in September and set in the cinema in October. So basically, before the festival screening, we have a local screening in Cambodia for almost 1 month. It kind of like, it's not very successful commercial movie in Cambodia, but we kind of get recognition because it is my second project, but it also my first project to do this kind of feature film, and we got to join festival for the first time. Like it really my honor to get the privilege to get my film screening and got there. But I'm really thankful, and this my great achievement, and we start working on another project. Right now we have another feature film project that we would like to start doing. It's in pre-production right now, and maybe start shooting next year early. Yeah.
My
Thank you.
goodness. So you finished it in March, and you started in March, and you ended up in cinemas in September.
Yep. For 24 months, 5 months for the screening, and we done it.
Wonder you don't have gray hairs like me, my friend. I
I'm
didn't
starting
realize.
to have gray.
Excellent. It's a badge of honor and courage, I think, gray hairs, particularly when you're making films. Well, congratulations. You know, for everyone listening out there and the ECU crew, please take that in mind. This young man, he's a young man, and he made a feature film, and from sort of shooting to getting in cinemas to winning a prize at an award in less than 6 months. So, my goodness,
Yeah.
I did not know that, and I was talking to you when I was in Cambodia. So, well, congratulations, and keep us in mind for your next film. Okay, we're going to zoom off now. We're going to go to Ken. And Ken is commonly known by his artist name iwapt, or iwapt, if we would say it in French. He's a Japanese music and video producer, and has won many awards in Japan, and has been in television commercials and stuff like that, and he's won awards in Japan and overseas, as well as, of course, winning an award here for the All Asian Independent Film Festival. So, hi, how are you? Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your journey? And I love the fact that you've got our logo behind you.
Thank you so much this time. Pleasure is mine. This award, I can get the All Asian Independent Music Film Award. Very happy, sir. I made I made the government movie and the university movie in Japan. I'm making them. Many footage. There is a many footage there. Then I make music also. Then I wanted the music video. Then I didn't use many footage combined. I use this music video like that.
Okay.
Hi.
Oh, good. Tell us a little bit about the concept behind your music video.
Concept やっぱ I love Japan. I love Japan and Japan travel. I like Japan. But unfortunately, our country people not so interesting our very nice view and very nice like that, like with sakura and what you say, sea, mountain. Not so people interesting, but foreigner people loves the Japan travel. The now trend is Japan. That's why I wanted to know more our country people. There is many nice Japanese what's the travel spot. That's why I try to do it combine when I visited many what to say nice feeling. Then this is my subject, my object, a destination.
Well, I've been to Japan several times, and I love it as well. So I applaud you for bringing those wonderful pictures from all over Japan into your music videos. It looks very, very nice, and hopefully we'll get some more people over there to visit that amazing country. And again, congratulations on winning the award for the best music video at the All Asian Independent Film Festival. I'm going to move on next to a name that I'm afraid that I get it wrong every time I say it, but Jinxin. It was the winner of the Best Student Film category for a film called A Tropical Call. He's a Chinese director and cinematographer currently studying in New York. I loved this film. I thought it was very, very interesting, a bit dark, quite tense. So why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about you, and then we'll discuss your film a little bit.
Yeah, hi, my name is Jinxin, and I'm from China. I'm currently studying in New York City. I guess we're from the same school, Columbia University. I saw that.
Yeah, there you go.
Uh, and so this is one of my film, the school project. So the story begin with a man committing suicide, but the story is not just about a man committing suicide. It's about a very serious criminal phenomenon in the Southeast Asia. And so in China, a lot of people in China, especially like from Yunnan province, have been kidnapped, tricked, or smuggled into Myanmar and our other Southeast Asia countries. So, like currently, like over 120,000 people in Myanmar are like they're forced to work in telecommunications scams. So, like oftentimes you receive the scam calls, receive the scam texts. You may think they are criminals, but oftentimes they are forced to do that. They are actually victims. So that's what my film talked about. Um, yeah, so it was an interesting idea because I used to be I also tried to like make made fun of those scammers because I thought they were trying to like they were trying to waste over my time, but I discovered that they actually victims too. So I decided to make this film, and they changed my mind about people who are trying to do this kind of so-called criminal stuff. Yeah, but the production period was very short. We only took like around 5 days from screenwriting to the production, but we spent more time on the post-production parts.
Yeah, wow, it's very good. And I think that was the very interesting thing that I discovered watching your film was like opening up an onion of whatever, and it was very good. And to actually do it in 5 days, it's a bit of a thing. Again, you'll end up with grey hairs doing all this, but that was a very good film. Yeah, so congratulations, and this winning awards. Hopefully, it'll get you a bit more visibility, and you can make some more films and bring them to us because yes, great work. I liked it. It was very tense at times, which was you were very good with the emotions. So I guess while I've got you there, can I ask if you? I'll go circle back on everybody now. But are you working on a new project right now?
Oh, yes. So I'm also a documentary filmmaker and a cinematographer. So I'm just both doing cinematography stuff and working on my documentaries. I'm working on two documentaries right now. Like both of them are have done for over 2 years. So one is about New York City. Since I came to here and I started making a film. It's on as a film about New York City from a very personal perspective, talking about this city. And another film is about motherhood. Because I have a very special story with my mother because I have not seen her for over 14 years. So I made this documentary about my mother and documenting how see her again, all the entire process and the story behind us, the story behind my family. I'm trying to reveal the painfulness behind my family, behind myself. So it's also a challenge for myself to tell everything about to tell all the pain about myself. But I think that this will be interesting film, and I think that this film of for my mother will be a feature film long like over an hour, about 90 minutes, and another film about New York City will be a short film about 24 minutes.
Well, good. Well, as you well know, and I'm sure your teachers taught you as they've taught me, the personal stories are always the best ones. So, well, please think of us as alumni now. You'll get a fee waiver code for your films that goes to all the filmmakers. But think about us, and we're very happy and honored and proud to be able to support independent filmmakers, and that's
Absolutely.
a very good story as well.
Thank you.
I'm going to go back to Ken or iwapt. What are you working on at the moment, young man?
I work the government and I work the university, Tokyo University, making the movie like that.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Are you working on one at the moment? Are you filming one at the moment?
My film is sometimes I make like that music video, but almost working, sir. Now working only.
Okay.
Working. Yeah.
Okay. Well, again, keep us in mind for your next one. The next time you release one, make sure you send it to us.
Yes, sir. And I know, sir, you in the news in Japan. I saw you. You came to Shizuoka City.
I did.
You're famous. I know, sir. That's why I'm happy, sir.
Well, thank you. I'm famous in my tiny little head. I know that. That's for sure.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Well, I can't wait to get. I can't wait to get to Japan again. I loved it very, very, very much.
Next time, I will guide you, sir.
Great, excellent. Thank you. My dear friend Seng, what are you working on now? And I know that you're probably going to make a feature film in the next 3 weeks. But what is the next project?
Yeah, the next project we working on is another horror film, but it's my writing, my story that I got it from like in Cambodia we have a very rich cultural and traditional like we call it the ballet costume and something related to the medium like people can possess the spirit and project into this kind of fortune telling or this kind of psychic power that can control your mind or can control your can explain in a way that very spiritual way. So I kind of like interested in this kind of world because where I grow up, I always see people have this kind of tradition when they want to find peace or find something to heal themselves in the rural area. They cannot find medicine. They cannot find doctor. So they have this kind of doctor in their area who have this kind of like spelling or concept of magic that they can heal you from a snake poison or from this kind of horrible accident. So I want to show this kind of story and kind of in a way entertainment and also want to introduce in the world as well. Yeah, it's another new project that we're working on, and I hope I can join the festival again with this.
Well, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I know that you guys like your horror films and you make them quickly, so I'm looking forward to seeing it very much. Dylan, what are you working on at the moment? Do you have another project in works?
Yes, I'm going to Thailand on December 20, and then this time I am going to Mae Hong Son. It's like very close to Burma area. So the period when Zuma, I went to Mesa. Mesa is another Thai and Myanmar border location. So this time I want to go to the Mae Hong Son, Burma and Thai border. That area we have a lot of orphan kids. So I want to go out there and help the kid and feeding a kid and bringing a donation. And at the same time, the kid is fighting for the war and they got injury. A lot of kid is losing leg. So I'm gonna go to the hospital and helping them volunteer and interviewing them. And then at the same time, I'm bringing donation money, clothing, food, water, that kind of stuff I'm gonna do on this coming up, this project. Yes.
You partake in very, very honorable and admirable tasks. I think that's very nice, and keep telling this story because again, it's one of these stories that needs to be told, and you're obviously doing it and doing it very well, and I salute you for your efforts.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Alexander, are you working on something over there, or are you spending all of your time on the beach and making sure that it's nice and hot and sunny and not freezing cold?
We have few exciting projects, and in January we finishing a short film from the same collection about winter culture in Yakutia. It's called Tanha. It's the story is happens during the festival, fortune-telling festival. It's like it's very spiritual and very spooky. So we're kind of experimenting with genre, and you know, we also have like a few other projects like TV series that we want to develop. Yeah.
No, great. A fortune-telling festival. My goodness, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's very similar to Seng Thy theme, right? The horror movie he's filming.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, we're going to play a little clip in a minute of from the director, Chinese director who won Asia's Best Independent Film 2024, Jinxin. We'll play that in a second, but I just did want to remind you while we've got you all on the line here and your attention, but we'll as alumni now and award-winning filmmakers from our festival, we're going to beg a little bit of your time to help us get through the selection process for the official selection for next year. So Rodrigo and the crew will be in touch with you, and we'll send you a couple of films that as we go through the selection committee, because you know that's what we do is we have a community now because you guys have all competed and you all won awards, and we'd like it if you can just spend a little bit of time over the next 12 months to help us put together the official selection, and we'll keep going like that. So that would be a great honor for us to sort of, well, it is a great honor to welcome you into the community, and it'd be great if you could just help us out a little bit for that. So that's that. But Rodrigo, why don't you play down the little clip of from the director of the Asia's Best Independent Film 2024.
Hello, Scott Haler. Hello, everyone who is watching ECU Friday Live. I'm the director and screenwriter with the winning film, Excuse Me, 李奇不免业, and my name is Jinxin Liu from China. I'm very glad to share with you guys all the feelings about the participation for this film festival and winning the awards of the Best Asian Movie. As you know, the world nowadays are very extremely anxious and without direction. And I choose to convey this message with the shooting technique of thriller because I believe it is the universal language. As you can see, in the opening scene, I have used a big contrast method to show my concept, like out focus to in focus, black and white to very colorful, and the background music, I used the wedding happy song and then into a funeral Buddhism way song to make the base and the base of my message. I hope that I can bring some thoughts to my audience. Since this is the first time I to be a director and screenwriter for a movie, and by participating the ECU Film Festival, I hope that I can truly get the opinions and also the evaluations from the judges all over the world so that I can get more improvements in the future. I'm planning for my next movie. The theme is about car racing, and I hope it will show to you guys very soon. Once again, I would like to thank to my audience, all the judges, and also ECU Film Festival. Hi, Scott. Thank you for recognizing me. I will keep hard working. And good day. Goodbye.
Well, how nice. How nice. And for those of you who didn't see the film, extraordinarily well-made film. And I think he must be your mind reader because he was talking about life where everyone's anxious and disorganized and not go and disappointing. So yes, that's very interesting. It's a great film. I beg of you, if you get the chance to see it, watch it. But now I'm going to hand over to Rodrigo and the ECU crew to see if they have some questions for our filmmakers. Rodrigo, all yours.
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us today. I actually have some questions from our interns and some of the audience. First, I'm going to give the word to Carolina, who is going to be asking the first question.
Hi, everybody. Thank you all for being here. I wanted to ask a question to Dylan. First of all, thank you for your movie and for talking to us about it. I was wondering if it seems like telling real stories with real people is really your passion. So the documentary makes sense to do documentaries about it, but I was wondering if you'd ever consider moving into fiction, maybe to keep telling these important stories, but as fiction and not as documentary, or is it like a documentary the thing you really enjoy doing?
It's a good question. My passion is I want to do the based on true story, mostly drama. That's I study and the one I already want to do. I already want to tell the based on true story. In the past, and all my short is based on true story as well. So I make it like 15-minute and 20-minute. But on these days, it's a lot of things happening in my country, and I really need to tell the story about documentary. So this is my first time to do the documentary, and it's my first time to do the feature also. So mostly I am interested in drama for feature and short. Definitely.
Okay, thank you.
Our next question comes from Sarah.
Hi, thank you all for being here. It was really nice to hear all the point of view from all the filmmakers. I have questions for Jinxin, actually. Since you mentioned like your production period is only 5 days, I'm just wondering if there's any like issues that you have faced. And also like how did you make a crew? Like how did you build a crew so fast in 5 days?
Yeah, thanks for asking. So, I think the 5 days period was, yeah, it's quite short. And the biggest challenge was for me was learning about the backstory, the story behind those scam codes, and because this is something I was very unfamiliar with. But so this is a very big challenge for me to learn this, and I used to know nothing about it. So I spent a lot of time on listening to a lot of scam codes and listening to how people react about it. So I spent a lot of time on that, and then I start to write the scripts. And the reason why I can get a crew so fast was because they're all my like schoolmates. So I made it a team, and but everybody just do multiple roles, and like cinematographer do gaffer work do also do AC works, and so everybody just working uh, very rapid pace. Yeah, so that's how we made it, and it's only 5 days, so there were indeed a lot of short and weakness of my film. So I wish if I could have another chance, if I had a longer time, the script would definitely be better. Yeah, but post-production it took us a very long time, like 3 months, because of we wrote the soundtrack by ourselves, and I have a very good film composer.
Wow.
Perfect. Thank you. Our next question comes from Victor.
Yeah, so hi Alex, thank you so much for being here. My question for you is when it comes to making a film about a very specific culture, I mean, do you have any advice when it comes to making movies like that and how to best reach people? I'm also wondering what your research process for that was like. Like, did you pull from your own childhood? Did you do interviews with friends and family? Like, how did you get to the final product?
Thank you for the question. Yeah, we did lots of research on before we started the script and during the script as well, because we wanted to tell very authentically the story and like our customs, and even like working with dialogues was quite you know how to create dialogues that short enough for animations and for like engaging for kids, but feels also very natural and moves the story. And like inspiration, I guess it came from childhood and lots of nostalgia, like being far away from my hometown. It's like it's been like really nostalgic work for me, like reconnecting with my roots and like uh thinking about my childhood, the memories, and bringing it to our stories. And like with our team, we also like had meetings where we would talk about like what we want to show and what would be fun to see, and like how we can connect with the audience so everyone can recognize like uh, like it's kind of shared memories. Yeah.
Perfect, thank you. Our next question comes from Sanya.
Hello. Actually, my question is for iwapt, and I think that you did a really great job on the video, and I was wondering whether you have any specific advice for creating engaging videos, like really engaging the videos.
テクニックは、I don't just only experience from experience and sometimes YouTube and watching the nice movie like Twin Tower, Mr. Scott Hero movie, Twin Tower, watching the influence. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a great bit of advice, but it's very important just to become a good editor. You just have to edit and edit and edit and edit some more. And I think every filmmaker here will understand that the edit suite is where the magic happens. We can do what we want, we can shoot what we want, and we think we're the best in the world about everything. But the edit suite is the crucible. That's where the real magic happens, and many times you bang your head against the wall because it's not working as you want it, and then you have to go away and think about it and come back. But editing there's a very famous story about Francis Ford Coppola and Apocalypse Now, and he's still editing the director's cut on Apocalypse Now, by the way. But his editor, he just said that you never finish editing a story, you just give up and let it go. And he's been editing that film for 40 years now. But advice to editors: just edit, try some more, pick it up, look at it from a different perspective, show people, watch their reactions, and then go back and do it again. But it's literally like banging your head against the wall to be a good editor. So, Rodrigo, do we have any more, or should we start wrapping up?
I have a question for Seng, actually. Seng, myself, I am fan of horror films. So I've always wondered, what is the most challenging thing when recording a horror film? Because most of the horror films also rely a little bit on post-editing, like to make it actually scary. How do you convey the emotions you want the actors to show?
Thank you for the question. It's kind of challenging actually, and as a horror film fan, I kind of like experience and watch a lot of horror film from the Western or other from Southeast Asia, like from Thailand. They have a lot of horror and element that similar to our culture, Cambodia. And for my let ask simple question, like if you make a horror film, do you ever like experience haunted by a ghost or not? A lot of people ask me like that. That's how I can produce this kind of film. It's not my experience that I can feel or see this side of thing, or the things that about me is I learn from the experience of the other. I listen to people telling me various or different kind of story about how they experience those kind of haunted, and the way that they present to me, how they scare or how they feel it related. And for me, the horror film for me is kind of investigation, find out what left behind those kind of emotion and the haunted experience. Like when you heard people saying some this about this kind of house have been haunted. So what's my question is what the story behind of this haunted story, because of the murder happening in this place, or because of the trauma or the past story that have been soul, or the spirit have been go away because of something that or some business that's not finished. For me, it's about the story. So the style we can learn from the other, and the story is very important. Yeah. How my answer and
Perfect.
answer your question.
Thank you very much.
So
we're
I have
going to
a I have a
go
quick
back.
question. I have a quick question, Sen. Do you believe in ghosts? There you go.
Okay, for me, I believe in spirit. I believe in an ancestor. I believe in different kind of energy. Like I cannot see something strange, but I can feel it sometimes for myself. And I used to hear from my friend who can see this kind of walking spirit. But for me, I don't know, but I can tell. I feel I believe in energy and spirit. Yes.
Nice. Good. Rodrigo,
Okay.
sorry I interrupted.
No, I was saying we were going back to you.
Okay. So, well, again, I'd like to thank you filmmakers, you award-winning filmmakers. Thank you very much for spending time with us. Thank you very much for submitting your films. And again, we will beg a little bit of time off you to help us build up the official selection for next year. The All Asian Independent Film Festival will be happening again over in Cambodia. I believe it's happening in November, the first week of November, if I'm not wrong.
December,
sorry, the first week of December. So, we look forward to doing that. We will have a busy year next year. We'll be having ECU in March, I believe it is. Actually, Rodrigo,
March.
why don't you tell us the dates?
So we're going to have ECU on the 9th, 10th, and 11th of March. Then we're going to have Americas on the 15th, 16th, and 17th of August, if I'm correct. Then we will have in October the All African in Kigali, Rwanda, and we will have the All Asian Independent Film Festival again in Cambodia in the first week of December.
So we're continuing our quest to discover, project, and promote the world's best independent films all around the world. We're in 4 continents now, and just trying to make the world a slightly better place, one independent film at a time. I'd like to thank again the film directors. I'd like to thank the ECU crew, and of course I'd like to thank Rodrigo, who makes this happen all of the time with his sheer hard work and genius. So thank you very much. Have a great weekend, everybody.